What up, guys? Welcome to the first round of the Wolf of Remus Flash Tournament, aka No Holds Barred. This is the first battle that I'm going to bring to you in this tournament, and this one was played between Danko and AVA Count ORLOK. Danko is from the TWR clan, and Count ORLOK is from the AVA clan. Both of them are very old, very strong clans, and both of these players are really good. Danko has gone ahead and brought an Epirus build, and Count ORLOK has brought an Epirus build, and Danko has brought a Rome build, and they are not fighting in one of the maps, the pre-prescribed maps. So thanks for that, guys. Anyways, Count ORLOK has brought a total of 5 pikemen, 1 Royal Peltist unit, a couple of Cretan archers whom he surprisingly kept on his left flank, 1 Militia Hoplite and 1 mercenary Italian spearman unit, a couple of Aspis Cav whom he's both kept on the right, okay, 1 Thessalian Cav on his right as well, and finally 1 Thessalian Cav on his left. Finally, an Indian war elephant general whom he's pulling off to his right. So he's basically trying to overload one flank, and he's making it pretty apparent. We'll see if Danko takes notice of this. Anyway, Danko has brought a front line of 5 Hastati. His idea of an army was basically strength in numbers. He's brought 5 Hastati, 4 Avocadis, one of them is hidden, and 4 legionaries, 4 legionary cohorts. Finally, he's brought a couple of spear gladiatrices. There's another one somewhere there. And a total of 5 legionary cavalry and 1 general and bodyguard unit. So no archers or skirmishers, and he's just replaced them with a lot more infantry. And that's a smart move when you're going with Rome. What would win him the match is if he can use his pila more effectively against elephants and make sure he can get a couple of javelins in. So that way their effectiveness will be nullified. What would go best for him is if it's these Hastati who can throw these pila, thereby killing his or Count ORLOK's elephants without much of a cost. His legionary cavalry will not be able to take down his Thessalians, Count ORLOK's Thessalians, one of whom is going to charge into these Thessalians right off the bat. But as we can see with the rest of his army, he's just kept them really close, so that's going to help him destroy these Thessalians very quickly. You can see that on the charge they did really well. They lost 1 horseman to the legionary cavalry's 11. And here Count ORLOK is basically deciding to play incredibly aggressive with his pikes. He's charged them into these Hastati, and so they will drop, some of them will drop. But now he's finally put their pikes down, so these Hastati should be able to die, or should die very quickly. Actually, not too quickly. Pikes just don't kill people very quickly. Here, Count ORLOK's MVP, those Indian war elephants are about to charge in on this cavalry blob. Wouldn't have really suggested him to charge into this cavalry blob anyways. He's got the cavalry advantage with his Aspis Cav, and this is just going to give time for these Hastati to start showering them with javelins. Let's see if they do, or if the computer kind of glitches out. But it doesn't look like they've got their pila ready yet. Don't know. Anyway, we can see here like some of Count ORLOK's pikemen are advancing from the right, and these Indian war elephants are just going to smash through them. Avocadis are going to get slaughtered by them, and these Hastati who are running away from them are going to die too. But it's just they're going to be trapped in this massive blob, and as soon as Danko realizes and decides to throw some javelins, I believe these guys would probably start throwing the javelins. They seem like they'll be in range. Doesn't really look like it. I don't know, once they do, those elephants are dead. Hastati have charged into one of his militia or mercenary Italian spearmen. The Cretan archers were targeting the enemy general, TWR Danko's general, and they were just set on that attack command, so they got sucked into this battle. Meanwhile, the pike army isn't doing too well. These mercenary Indian war elephants have gone amok because of these guys. Wow, they're taking a really long time to finish up. But it is very effective, as you can see there. Some of them have died. Let's take a look at how many kills they've gotten so far. 168, not bad, but they need to get something like 400 if you want to justify the cost, maybe like 300. They're very expensive units. Now, the lack of maneuverability in these pikes is really showing because Danko is just massacring his archers from all sides. That's the problem. He's got increased numbers in cav. Well, actually, he had what was the turning point of this battle was that Danko was allowed to use the same number of cav more effectively. And another thing is those Royal Pelters got 35 kills against Avocadis. What? They must have not been engaged right. Anyways, Danko made his higher numbers in cav, well, the same numbers in cav matter more. The fact that he had even shittier cav than Count Orlok by a large margin just proves that he played a bit better in terms of cavalry maneuvering. I believe Count Orlok was a bit drunk when he played this game, so that might have, I don't know, that could have been the reason, I don't know. Anyways, pikemen are getting destroyed. They've been rear charged and front charged by all sorts of units, and they're not going to last very long. This game is basically done. It's Danko's victory, and he played really well. So, close defeat for Count Orlok, and Danko proceeds to the next round. Congratulations, Danko. Count Orlok made kind of a mistake by making it too evident that he was going to pull his Indian war elephants, or Syrian armored elephants, I don't know what they're called. Yeah, I think mercenary Indian war elephants. He made a mistake that he pulled them out to the right very quickly, which gave Danko enough time to strategize. In any case, Danko had a whole bunch of infantry, whom this elephant could have been a bit deadlier. I think if he kept his pikemen in a straight line and kept his elephants close, because Danko didn't have any archer support. So as long as, and his AVA Count Orlok's cavalry would have withstood a whole lot of punishment, even from avocados. They would have withstood for a long time. So that would have given Count Orlok enough time to keep his pikes up in front with a nice long line. And then once those elephants were close enough, they could just do a slight, small little charge and just destroy those avocados and all the rest of those troops. Danko brought a really nice, very strong tournament level build. Again, this tournament has much more lenient rules. So, he went ahead and brought a whole bunch of infantry, and one of those has he got 204 kills, so not bad. Another thing that Count Orlok didn't do as well as he could have was use his Aspis companion cav effectively. These units can still get 200 kills on infantry, no problem. But they ended up getting only 22 and 80 in this game. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this replay. Hope you enjoyed the game and hope you enjoyed my commentary. And stay tuned for the rest of the tournament matches that I'm going to upload really soon. Peace.